watching Olsen Spec.
I'm about to go figure out if this is getting an upgraded stereo. Eddie G.
Yes.
Did we sell sounds on 964?
Not yet.
Not yet?
We'll be sending that revision to him today with everything we found on the teardown. But yes, he is interested in sounds. I'm proposing the same. You remember the kit we put in like?
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
So maybe.
But that's a high maybe. So then we're just gonna leave this like this because we might even just send that to the interior shop. Just like that.
Membrane that's on the door, will that also be replaced?
This?
Yeah.
So this is their version of a sound deadening in 1990.
Right.
We're gonna take all this off. We're gonna sound skin that.
All right. Because what to say? It looks a bit like it's growing something.
Oh yeah, down here and stuff. It's probably asbestos is the bestest, you know? That's probably what that is down there. I'm definitely gonna save that for last. Couple drops.
No, I never have actually.
That's kind of sick, ain't it?
Is that factory?
I'm gonna say no, but it looks really old.
I've never seen one with the rear wiper. Have you ever seen one with a rear wiper?
And you got this nice little
964.
adjuster.
I've never seen one with a rear wiper,
Supersize
ever.
me or
All the turbos.
water bottle.
Fascinating. I've never seen that.
That's sick.
Not bad. I would say we should keep that feature.
Look at the corrosion coming out of this as I'm cutting just the distributor cap. I'm on my second bolt.
Just a little bit of corrosion. So the engine teardown has begun.
Yes, sir.
So what are going to be, I mean, now that we've got this out and we can see it, what are we thinking for potential issues and setbacks?
You being serious right now?
I'm asking the questions.
I'm 3 bolts in and I had to cut all 3 of them. So, I don't think, I mean, look at the inside of the distributor. It's all corrosion. We'll make it look beautiful, but it's gonna be tough to tear this one down and get it apart in the allotted time that I have, which is 8 hours. You know, to split it all the way to a case. And anytime you deal with rusted fasteners and bolts and stuff like this, and before the comment section blows up, I cut everything off. So this is a full engine rebuild and restoration. I'm not reusing my old belts. I'm not reusing my old spark plug wires, and it's just much faster for me to do it this way. And I cut everything that I'm going to be replacing, including spark plug wires and everything else. I just cut it. There's absolutely no need to keep any of this stuff. And if I can save 1 to 3 minutes here by cutting these things off, I can gain it back here where I have to deal with these rusted tins and fasteners. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I've been doing it a long time. It's a lot faster just to cut it. But like right here, I got this stud I got to deal with now. So we're gonna take it 1 bolt at a time. Hey Ed, I'm probably the best in the world at tearing one of these down in an allotted time, but this is gonna kick my ass. So I don't think there's any way I can do this in 8 hours. I just don't think there is.
Okay, so how much more time do I sell?
I couldn't tell you.
An extra day?
I don't know. Could we just track it and just tell them, hey,
I'll just keep them in the loop that, hey,
this is what I would tell the customer. I would say, look, we're not going to you over. We have no idea how many bolts we're going to break, but this is literally the first one.
Yes.
So, you know, can we just keep track of it?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah.
We're going to charge them an hour a bolt because that's ridiculous.
But this is going to be more than the initial teardown.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what's the strategy for efficiency, but it's heat the out of it.
Yes, sir.
Tim, you weighed Dwar and the rust and you're finally through at least the exterior.
Yeah.
How are we doing now?
Well, we made a mess. We had to get the vacuum out like 6 times. And it's chaos in here today. Vapor blaster's going full speed on the other side. Alex is getting after it. This is just like, what happened in these cars is somebody drove it in the snow and they cleaned it, but once it gets up in the wheel wells, you know, so the tires sling up the wheel wells into this area, it's over. So it's very rare that we have one where all the engine pins have to get replaced, but Porsche has them in stock, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy, Sam?
It is.
From 1990s, they have them in stock.
I appreciate that they care for us so much.
I know. That's what makes them valuable, right?
Right.
Support the brand.
What do we do to keep ourselves on track for these light restorations?
The most important thing is timing. So when did this car come in? Last week?
Like last week?
And yeah, so cylinder heads have to get redone, right?
Right.
So they've been made aware that we're doing cylinder heads. We get a 72-hour turnaround on cylinder heads, including porting and polishing, which is crazy. We do high volume with our machine shop and our engine service place, so we're able to give them 2-3 weeks heads up and say, hey, we're going to drop this car off on Tuesday and we need it back by Thursday. That's kind of how I run my business. So doing that, we're able to get way out in front of things, so we're not waiting weeks or months. Obviously, there's different scenarios. One of them being if you have, if we're doing something crazy, like a 4-liter with billet heads and all that, then it's months. I've seen crazy custom engines take up to a year just because we're waiting on stuff. But a run-of-the-mill 3.8 conversion like this is, no problem. We can turn that in under 30 days.
Who are some of the people that we work with?
Machining our blocks and our cylinder heads is all done by Ellen Engineering. They're in Moments. We're Chicago. We're west side of the city. But they're in Moments, which is, where is that?
Moments? That's south. That's
way out there.
Way south. That's like kind of...
It's cornfields.
I've been there.
It's cornfields.
Yes.
Yeah. So another thing, I got a couple bins over here. So one is plating. So one of them's plating, and then another one's trash. All my stuff that I'm going to throw away goes in the trash. And another one's plating, and another one's powder coating. So as soon as the plating's here, as soon as I got my bins filled up, it goes right over to him. He vapor blasts, goes to our plating place, and we do rush delivery or rush orders on all of our plating. We have it back in 72 hours and right back into assembly, so we don't waste any time. It's expensive to do the rush stuff, you know, because it costs us a little bit more money. Usually less money with the volume we do, so it's a little bit more expensive, but our throughput is so much higher. So we're able to, that's how we're able to get them done so fast. We've done a couple videos on how to get an air-cooled fan off, but I don't think we've ever done one in depth, have we?
I don't think so. I don't remember one.
So you can do this in car or out of the car. In car, you go through the trunk. You go through the trunk release. You just take the trunk release off and you can go through a swivel, but basically, this is going to be good. Oh, this thing's crusty. Yeah, this thing is crusty. So basically, you just got to take all these shims off. And we got a little bit of corrosion here, so she's going to fight me. And I got a manis, or a pedi, or is it a manicure? Yeah, I got a mani, so I don't have any fingernails to grab this. There we go. Bust this guy off of here. That's gonna need some penetrating oil and a little heat. Actually, I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm just going to get a little heat on it. What I'm trying to do is I'm not trying to heat the shaft because it'll expand. I'm trying to heat the washer, right?
Right.
And that'll kind of wick it in there. It's just starting to move a little bit. This washer will end up getting replaced. So all I'm doing there is giving it a little bit of vibration, right?
Right.
To try to break it free. Behind it gets replaced and this gets replaced.
So not to say we're not worried about it, but
I don't care about breaking what I'm trying to break. What I'm trying to do is save what's behind it.
gotcha.
Right? I got some f***ery going on over here, son. Whew, now it's stuck. Luckily those hoses are pretty insulated. Yeah. At least that's why you only turn the tank on a quarter. You like how I use my old school dust cap?
Yeah, I mean, it's doing the job.
Alright, so now we gotta get the fan off. I use my air hammer, just like this. I'm gonna do it on, this is magnesium, you don't wanna do it there. You wanna do it right here on the bearing. So the bearing's what we're trying to slide off of that shaft. can't tell if that's moving or not. You being a there, Sam.
It's putting up a fight, but that's nothing new for this engine.
Not much left of that bearing. Not much left of that bearing, so she should be coming. And remember, this is what we're saving. We're saving the fan. We don't care about that. That's a bearing that bolts in.
Right, and the fan is magnesium,
Yeah.
and that's a pretty soft metal.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're not going to do is beat on it with a board or put it in a shop press or something like that. We're just not going to do that.
One eternity later.
I might have to cut it, Sam. I might have to cut it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Might have to. You know, I might be here for an hour. Who knows? You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, so it's bad news about the fan.
That is what it is. And these components are not cheap. The fans and stuff like that is not cheap. I can't get that off. I'm not gonna why? Why? What happened to you? I'm great. Why are you? I'm not pissed. Well, no, I f***ing told you in the beginning of the day. I said I apologize in advance.
Oh, I'm pissed off.
Right. Well, I can't get this fan off. Who's gonna buy a new fan?
This happened to me in Ball one time.
Dude, you have no idea how much heat I put in there.
I watched you.
You hear it's still cracking. Is that why you haven't been over here?
Absolutely.
Is that
I
why?
know when somebody's actually struggling.
I'm not struggling, first and foremost. Slow your f***ing roll.